We love to talk about technology on This Week in Agribusiness, but this week's topic is really important to me, and it should be very important to you on your farm, and that is safety. I want to encourage you this year in 2018 to make that a priority on your farm. It's all of our responsibility to do so. Spend a little time early in the morning to walk around the equipment you're going to operate that day and just look it over. Make sure all the shields are in place, and if you're planning to do some road travel, make sure all the lights work. A lot of the equipment that we have today, thank goodness, has got some great new modern equipment on it, like LED lights, dual beacons, and other things. But you got to make sure all those things are in working order. If you're towing a piece of farm equipment, let's make sure the lights are plugged in and they're working properly. Manufacturers have done an excellent job in adding some new technology that makes this equipment really stand out when you travel down the road, providing it's hooked up. I think it's important to also educate the people that work on your farming operation. Spend a little time, maybe once a week or every other week, to remind people of how important it is. It's not easy traveling down the roads with all this big equipment when you're dealing with the public when it comes to slow-moving equipment. Make sure your slow-moving emblem sign is working and functioning on the back of all your equipment. You might notice if you got a piece of equipment that's maybe 5 or 10 years old, that equipment actually does fade. The slow-moving vehicle sign does fade in the back, and that does cause some problems as well. Spend a little extra time. If you're operating a combine this year, make sure you got all the shields in place. If you're working underneath the header, make sure that you have the locks in place on the feeder house. It's all about safety. And obviously, you heard Max and Orion talk about it recently. If you're around grain, make sure you take the proper safety precautions to stay safe. Reporting for This Week in Agribusiness, I'm Chad Colby.